Alright, so episode 2 of Primal has come out. It's called River of Snakes. I'm gonna go through the good, the bad, and the miscellaneous stuff to share my thoughts on it. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, the good. Again, like episode 1, the art direction was phenomenal in this episode. It was great, the animation worked, it was all really nice, and it helped build character for the world, how they're hunting for animals and everything. And the rain, the environment, it was so nice. I like how it kept with the concept of them simply trying to survive. It's very plain and simple, but it works. So they were going around trying to find food, and Fang was being a big glutton and stealing all of Spear's kills. Not cool. And speaking of which, I liked how Spear and Fang interacted with each other throughout the episode. They were competing for food, showing their personality a lot. Like Spear would get really mad. Fang would kind of troll him a bit, like take all his food all the time, and then want to get even the tiniest little bit. I liked how it brought back to reality. Like, it's comedic, but it kind of brought it back that Spear realized that Fang is still a wild animal, and he remembers that his family was killed by a dinosaur very similar to Fang. So he gets mad at it for a second when his humanity comes back in. The tension between the two really builds up because they're not working together as a team. And they fought, and Spear's spear breaks. It's a big moment. She tries to eat him a bit, like in her jaws. And he tries to impale her in the head, and the tension is built up so well with the rain and the lightning. And then the snakes come in, and I love the scene where he's eating the bug, and it's really comedic because he's pushing her away because she's eaten 2 wild pigs at this point, and he's found a little bug. And he still wants to block the bug because she's just that much of a glutton. And like the first episode, I felt it better with this one. The emotions were conveyed so well with just the animation of their faces. A lot more of Fang this time. They did a lot of close-ups on her eyes. And she was really expressive. And no dialogue again, just shouting and roaring. It was so well done. And it helps the sound design because it's raining and it's a different sound because it's hitting her skin. It's like rock kind of because she's got hard scales, and it was so cool when they were fighting. So yeah, let's hop into the bad. Now, not really a lot. It's kind of just nitpicks. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not yet. I'll have to wait and see. But Fang's size does seem to fluctuate quite drastically. Sometimes, at the beginning of the episode when they're running through the grass, they're roughly the same height. But other times when they're fighting, she towers over Spear completely. I think it might be a thing just to make it more intimidating, but I'm not sure yet. I'll have to wait and see if it's a few more episodes. And compared to the last episode, the action felt a bit weaker, which makes sense, of course, because the first episode was a selfie blow and had the big half-episode action sequence. The fight between them was really good, and the whole thing was good with the snakes, but the whole tidal wave thing, it felt a bit tacked on, there was more stakes for a finale, for a climax. I don't feel it was needed to build up the tension. I didn't really get what it was at first. I didn't get it was a tsunami kind of thing. I think them fighting and having to deal with the snakes would have been enough tension already. The whole water river thing didn't feel necessary. I thought it was going to be a literal river of snakes, they fall into a canyon and it was just full of snakes, they make the river themselves because there's so many. But I guess not, but it still worked. I think it would have been cool. It's probably just a budget thing, really, because it's hard to animate that many snakes moving independently. Speaking of which, the miscellaneous, I loved that scene where they first pan to the snakes after all the rain and lightning, and they're all moving independently and they all look so menacing. It was so cool. And I loved when Spear and Fang were fighting and Spear went into an ape-like state again, and like I said last episode, his eyes, you could not see much of the white, and he changed. He looked like an actual animal. He had all his teeth out, he had bags under his eye and everything. He looked so crazy. He didn't look human because he was desperate and starving. He was willing to kill Fang there until they got snapped out of it from the snakes. And then another really cool thing, that giant snake in the river, that looked so cool. And then it was really funny when its head floated past dead and they tried to use it as a rope, but thing was too heavy. Anyway, it was a really solid episode all around. A bit weaker in the first episode, of course, but I feel the emotions were conveyed better in this one. The action a little bit worse, but it's natural anyway. And I think the budget was a little bit lower as well, but still, a really solid episode. I'm excited for the next one, which I think is the woolly mammoth one. I'm not too sure, but I'm really interested in that. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry these reviews are a bit brief, but I'm trying to get them out daily. So yeah, thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you all on the next one.